What's up? What's up? What's up? You already know what it is. Another episode of the Great Night Show when we getting our G thing on. What we gonna talk about? Episode 7 of Gen V. Didn't really get to it on the other day, and I had to work. And I only think about working this overtime, especially when it's mandatory, because you gotta be there. So, but today I am golly, saw the thing almost smacked me in the face. No, today I'm going to discuss, review, and react. God, this is. Am I tripping? Am I sitting down right? Let me sit down. Let me act like I've been here before. Hello, everyone. This is your man Dre Mac, and I'm going to tell you about or do a reaction and a review to Gen V, episode 7. That's what we're gonna talk about. I kept hitting this thing. I don't know what's going on. I am going to address something also. I'm going to address the contest, which I'm going to put up uh something at 5 o'clock. 5 o'clock is when I want to run a contest, the $100 giveaway contest. I'm going to do that. I'm going to discuss that. I'm also going to discuss something else before I get into the Gen V review. But you already know what we come in here for. Hopefully you guys are happy. Hope you guys are healthy. Shout out to my man Heavy Gam for that. Other than that, you already know what it is. The real question is, all right, all right, all right, all right. You're gonna learn today. You are going to learn today. Let me get to the first thing that I'm gonna talk about. So 5 o'clock, I am going to do the contest for the $100 giveaway. We did hit the plateau of 2,000 subscribers. So I thank all the new subscribers who have decided to join. Um come through. You know what, y'all. You know, y'all. You know who you are. You know what I mean? So yes, I am going to have the contest at 5 o'clock today. 5 o'clock today. I'm going to run a contest of the $100 giveaway. So we'll hopefully, like I said, you guys are in the comment section. You do have to be a subscriber to the channel to be able to win. And all you got to do is be in the comment section and we can get that hooked up. So don't forget, contest of the Jesus Christ. I don't know. Hold up. Let me do this. Because I keep smacking this thing with my head. But yeah, $100 giveaway today. We're gonna make sure to get that done. So let's do that. Let's make sure we got that hooked up. Good Lord, where's hold on, yo. Hey, come on now. I need my stuff. But also, I want to discuss, especially if you guys have been on my if you've been on Twitter or TikTok, I do want to discuss something because I don't run away from nothing that I do or nothing that I say. I'm never gonna be like that. I'm a man on it. If I said it, I meant it. You know what I mean? So I was going across TikTok, minding my own business, and I seen this video um from the Black Comic Lords. Now, of course, we had Herschel onto the show just what was that, last week, and I don't know if this is the first time I seen this video where it actually discusses, well, he said something slick about my petition. So let me and this is the thing. I won't come to a man unless I got a problem. And anybody who, you know, if we're gonna talk about the petition, let's talk about petition. All the slide dissing and all that stuff that you know what I mean, all that other stuff that you be doing. I don't fool with that, bro. I'm gonna tell you off top, so I don't rock like that. So like I understand that you might have a concern or something about what anybody does. And I get that. I completely get that. A lot of people, you know what I mean, they say certain stuff and they get into these tit for tats. I don't like no tit for tat. I'm gonna be real with you. I don't do tit for tat. I ain't got no time for tit for tats. And what I don't have time for is somebody to address something that I did, that I created, and don't even have the cojones to say, hey, I read the petition and this is what I'm looking at, and be able to get a fair assessment. When you automatically going into this, whatever you call, whatever you're doing, bro, I guess I don't fool around like that. Shoot. Let me get into my because I wanna pull up my TikTok account. Oh yeah. Because like I said, if you Jesus Christ, this thing is stuck. Never mind on that. This thing is just being stupid. Give me just a second, y'all. Because like I said, I wanted all I'm doing is showing you why I'm saying what I'm saying and I'm doing what I'm doing. Now I know a lot of people don't agree with what you know what I'm saying, the way that if I go at this man, I know a lot of people like, well, why would you go out, point him out? There's a different diplomacy or a different way to do this. And I get that. And I completely get that. Also, did he ever try to reach out and try to see what I'm doing on this side prior to him doing what he? Oh my god, dude! Just logging into TikTok on my computer is being trash. It's being complete booty juice right now, and I don't get it. I don't log into TikTok from anywhere else anyway, so I don't know. I don't know why it's being stupid. Where's my email at? All right, give me a second. Let me see if it sends me a code or whatever. I don't know how this. I'm gonna be real with you. I don't know how this works on. It's funny. I just want to go to TikTok. This is not gonna work the way that I want it to work. So um oh, let me see if I can just refresh this. It's crazy when you gotta rely on technology to get some stuff done. This sucks. This completely sucks. What's up? So you see so obviously you see my thing. So you want to hop on? Feel free, because we gotta discuss these videos. This is taking forever to log in. God, dog. So you saying the video was old? I mean, we could do here because you don't even have to be on camera. You could just use your voice. You could just. I'm about to send you the link. Put the link in the comments. God, dang it. What the whole entire hell? I didn't get that out the way. That's weird. So I sent the link. I sent the link to the stream. So all you got to do, you don't even have to be on camera. You could just use your voice to pop on.
Hey man, listen,
What's up?
I can't stay on long because I'm in the thing. But listen, I want you to know, and I want everybody to know that video that you saw wasn't
Mm-hmm.
wasn't cool. We're gonna start that off. That video was made prior to me coming on your show on the week before last not last Sunday, but last Sunday before. So after that, bro, during the conversation after that I understand for me it's a little different because um it's your plays that you were trying to do. No disrespect to
Right.
them. And then live action. All right, no
Right.
disrespect to that. But this was something old that should never been posted. Number one. Number two,
Mm.
should have been deleted. You shouldn't have to be minding your own business and this pop up because now you're thinking that, oh, I done made another video trying to ramp this up, and I didn't. So yeah. So to your viewers, to everybody, Black Comic Lords Nation, Recast Nation, I think that got changed to something else with let's say something like Panther Nation. No disrespect, man. Ain't nobody
Okay.
running, ain't nobody scared, but from a man to a man, it should never been posted. And I never knew, honestly, when you told me on the show last, I know I'm taking up a lot of time, but I gotta get off. I'm gonna let you respond.
Right.
I'm gonna let you have the last word, definitely. When you said, yo, you do know that's my pledge, I was like, damn, it's a small world because here I go finding something randomly, posted it
Mm-hmm.
up, whatever, and it is you. So I'm like, bro, I'm not gonna do that to you, bro. So that's kind of where I'm at. It was like again, make sure before I leave, I say that it was wrong for me to even make the video. It was goofy. Whatever you want to insert, whatever you want to insert, and I'll take that. But for man to man, I apologize to you for even making that. I'm gonna recast it myself. At the time when I saw the video, I think I probably wasn't on the same mind frame of understanding why it was made, what
Mm.
this whole thing was about. But we discussed all that.
Yeah.
I got clarification. I'm good. But that's on my end. I understand that if you don't feel the same way, I get it because this is like, damn, why am I seeing this on my computer? So
Right.
that's kind of what I want to air out.
All right. Well, I appreciate that. And like I said, this is about to be just 30 minutes. I mean 30 seconds. My biggest thing is that there's a reason why, and I wanted to be proactive and get on top of anything before
Yeah,
something happens. That was the biggest thing. All I wanted to do was jump ahead because I feel like black people are too reactive instead of being proactive. So that's the number one thing that I made that petition. It wasn't to disrespect what EA is, what
nah, yeah,
the
yeah, you wasn't.
creators are doing at the same time, because I seen a pattern that's going on. I'd be damned if I let something happen without even jumping upon it first. So that's the reason why I did it. And my whole entire thing was on this, whether we talked about it or even if we didn't. Did you read it? Did you understand it? Did you have questions? Was there something that you could have educated your audience on? That was my big thing, and
Mm-hmm.
that's why I felt the disrespect, because I felt like, well, this guy ain't even reading it. He's just making a video. You know what I'm saying? Dissing it without actually going to the details and say, well, this is what I'm gonna talk about because this is what he put in the petition. So on
Right.
my end, I delete all that shit from TikTok and from Twitter. You know what I'm saying? Delete it, take it off. You
I'm
want
gonna
to
go back through and I'm going to take my time today because it's important to me, man. It's more important to me than anything that I go through because I don't want anybody to say, why does this Negro feel the same way we do, but he's making light of the situation. So I want to go through and make sure I do a clean sweep and make sure there's nothing there that'll make anybody even outside of you feel a certain kind of way because that's not what we're trying to do. And guess what? Buckmeister, when I had him on my show the other day, he was like, listen, he made it because he's trying to get ahead of the devs just in case they might want to remove brother out of the game. So, and I was like, you know what? Duh, that makes sense. And so, yeah, man, listen, keep doing it. Keep it up. Listen, like I say, it was old. It should have been a scrubbed, especially prior to, because you wake up this morning like, what the freak is going on? Like, what is this dude on? And so, yeah,
right,
so that was old. Like I said, that was way prior to when we had the
right.
conversation.
Cool.
So,
Cool. As long as, like I said, we could talk about it, we'll get it squashed. I
yeah.
delete all forms of what you know what I'm saying, what I
Gotcha.
put
And I'm gonna
on
make
my
sure I do the
TikTok.
same.
Yeah, and you ain't got to worry about it. We all good now.
Yeah, we all good, man. Listen, did I just miss your Gen V
No,
review?
I haven't got to it yet. I haven't
Oh,
got
let
to
me
it
get
yet.
off so you can do it, man, because yeah, that's an interesting show. That's it.
All right, yeah, appreciate it.
All right, man. Thank you.
All right, no problem. Thank
Yeah.
you.
Mm-hmm.
And at the end of the day, people, that's all it's really about. As long as two men can come together, you know, and we get an understanding, I'm going to delete everything that I posted or whatever off TikTok, off of what's the name off of Twitter. I delete all because I'm man enough to say, okay, the brother explained to me, we got a better understanding. Let's keep it pushing. Let's keep going. So that's how it's supposed to be. All right, let's get to what we came for. Let's go to Gen V season 1, episode 7. This episode, I'm not gonna lie, there's a lot that's going on. Oh, that was in my ear. There's a lot going on in this episode that we have to discuss because I absolutely have no idea. Like seriously, I have no idea if this is real or is this fake. And just because of Kate's powers. And again, you already know how I do it. This is going to be this is going to be the same. The only difference is on the real graphic scenes. I'm going to cut the camera so that part is not shown because again I want to be respectful to to YouTube, and I'm not trying to get kicked off of YouTube because of some wild stuff to be on Gen V. You know what I mean? The Gen V is super wild. So let me go ahead and share my screen. Maybe that's probably one of the reasons why TikTok was acting so much of a fool, or I don't know what was going on. But let's get to this. Last time I wasn't able to really do it, but it was still a lot going on in the show where that wouldn't have been good. That wouldn't have been good at all to show that. So let's do it. You know how we do it. So after the recap, actually start in the woods, and we're at okay. Let me cut the sound real quick. Mute the sound because don't want to get in trouble. So we start in the woods, and we already know what they're doing. They're doing these experiments in the woods because what they want to do is actually take out soups. So that's the big thing that they're doing right now. So we're in the woods, and they're actually showing a person, another soup that just got infected with this virus, dying. And you see all the sores and stuff on this person's face. That's disgusting. That is also some good makeup work. Very good makeup work. So you have in the boys, in the world of the boys, people like Billy Butcher wants to make sure that soups are eliminated. They're a threat. And we seen this in this episode because Shetty, her family was taken from her because Homelander, that flight that Homelander was on in season 1, that he lasered he lasered the controls and then let those people die. When Queen Maeve was like, yo, why are you letting these people die? Don't let these people die. I'm still going to be a hero. And they spun it to still make Homelander a hero. After that, Shetty's family was on that. So now she has to look and say, well, what can I do to be able to fight against these soups? So that's why she's been using and manipulating Kate so she could be able to get this virus. And with her and Dr. Cardoza's help, they've been working on a actual cure. Now the cure is actually something that you have to put in your bloodstream, but now she wants to make it airborne, and that's something that's interesting. An airborne disease that could be able to kill soup. You wouldn't even be able to defeat. I mean, you'll be able to easily defeat Homelander with something like that. But also in the same token, you'll be able to destroy every single soup that's in the world right now, especially the ones that are in that's in Godokin right now. And again, she was manipulating Kate throughout this whole situation. But, Kate and Shetty have a conversation here coming up that actually explains a lot of things in their side. They're all basically they're trying to set Shetty up. That's what it really is. Andre, Kate, Jordan, Marie, they're all trying to set her up. They're trying to find ways to set her up to find out exactly what's been going on in the woods. And so this whole entire meeting is about in here, is how can we be able to set these people up? And there's some interesting information that we find out in this whole entire thing. Since Kate is off the medication that Shetty was giving her powers have amplified like 10 times. You know what I mean? And so they right now, because Kate was using them. Kate used everybody. Andre, Marie, Jordan. You know what I mean? She used everybody. She used Golden Boy. So who believes her? Who's going to believe in her? So yeah, nobody's believing the words that you're saying because you're already in my ear. You know what I'm saying? You're already in my head on some Professor X type shit. You know what I mean? So again, I really like that. I like this dynamic. I want to try. Wish I could turn that part off, but I can't. I really like this dynamic. I didn't think I was gonna like it at first when they kind of did this, but I kind of like this dynamic between Jordan and Marie. And they start off as rivals, Marie being kind of locked up in that institution for so long, never really had, the type of lust. She's always been afraid of her powers anyway. And even though that Kate manipulated the situation for Jordan and Marie to hook up, they kind of, they're developing this relationship together that they like. And I kind of like that for them. I kind of dig their relationship a little bit. It wasn't forced. It was just almost like we're kind of in this situation, and even though somebody manipulated us, I kind of got a thing for you. You know what I mean? And I kind of like that. And then again, this is a person that they can confide into together. So I really like them being at this point. Now, we're with Emma. Emma's one of my favorite people with this show. I love Emma. I think Emma is awesome in this show. And Emma is with what's his name? Sam. So Emma and Sam is together. Emma is trying to tell Sam, stay your ass in the house. And Sam wasn't having none of that. Sam was like, I'm about to go kick it. We about to go Well, he was like, I'm gonna stay in the house, but then he got enticed because he ran into GMV's version of Iceman, which I ain't gonna lie, the scene is hella cool. Once we get once oh, excuse me, once we get there, but Andre and I'm sorry, Jordan and Marie sneaking to Shetty's home to try to get these files, to try to find out exactly what is the deal with Shetty. What is her whole entire deal? Why does she have this facility? Why is these people what is going on? You know what I mean? What is going on with Shetty, and why is she doing these weird experiments killing people at the woods? You find out here that Shetty, this whole entire time, family was murdered on that plane. Like I said earlier, her daughter and her husband was married. So yeah, this is a time for her to take revenge. Absolute revenge. And Dr. Cordova comes in here. He's drunk. He doesn't want to do anything that she's talking about. My man takes a wee wee in her bottle of drink. Disgusting. Absolutely positively nasty. Ugh. So Shetty meets up with the person that she was on the phone the whole time with, which is Grace Mallory. If we know from The Boys season 1 and 2, Grace Mallory was the one that works directly with Billy Butcher. You know what I mean? Which I hope we get a cameo from Billy Butcher in this week's episode. I hope we get from what I understand, the rumor is we're supposed to be getting a Homelander cameo also. But since this is the world of The Boys, besides seeing A-Train's commercials and the crap that he sells all the time, which is great commentary on how we'll just sell whatever. As long as we getting the check, as long as we getting the bag, baby, we'll sell whatever. And that's not cool. So hopefully we get a cameo from them. I think that'd be awesome. So they have this conversation. She says, yeah, I know that y'all been working hard to try to defeat Supes. I got something. I got something that will blow your mind. Literally, I could kill any Supe. I could kill any Supe with this virus. It don't matter. You know what I'm saying? And she was like, well, if Bot finds out about this, you're dead meat. I don't care. I look, I got the cure. I mean, I got the medicine. Bring it on. But you know what I'm saying? We could be able to fight this war against the Supes together. They killed my family. You know what I mean? They killed my daughter. They killed my husband. You think I'm just going to let this slide like that? Yeah, and I feel her on that. I honestly, I agree with Shetty. Is it an extreme way to do it, to kill all the superheroes? You know what I'm saying? Or all the Supes, as they call it here? Because a lot of these people are not heroes. They have their own agendas because they're powerful. And I do kind of understand where she's coming from on a revenge standpoint. Mallory is saying you're going to start a whole entire war, and that's not what you want to deal with. And you never know who's going to die from this. You know what I mean? You don't want just everybody to die. And we found out that Billy took a compound V. So did Billy and I can't think of the kid's name. Randy Quay's Dennis Quay's son. They took compound V last season. They can die. They can literally die. And then this scene, I believe that she was on the phone with Billy while it was in her pocket that whole entire time. That's what I believe. I believe that she was in there. So my man Sam is in here bored out of his mind, don't know what to do. He hears commotion outside. Well, before we get there, this gets weird because he starts playing in her little drawers and her panties, and I'm glad I was skipping past this. And then we meet this version of Iceman. That, I'm not gonna lie, that's awesome. That's awesome. I guess the guy's name is Steve. I do kind of like this. His name is Steve, but Steve is basically Bobby Drake. You know what I mean? And I know that I'm getting this out late, so I apologize for getting this out late. But they're in there kicking it. You know what I'm saying? So he in there getting drinks. He in there kicking it. I don't trust Rufus. Rufus is the MAGA hat. You know what I'm saying? Make America kind of great again type of dude. And Really, he's in there to start shit. That's why he got the red hat. He reminds you of the Make America Safe. He reminds you of that type of far right wing Republican. You know what I mean? Who are just spew their ideology on you without actually talking to you and about it and seeing if you even that's something that you even want to do. So then he was like, "Hey, Kate gonna be there?" I was like, "Yeah, she will." Huh? Yeah, whatever. So Victoria Newman. Now we do get a cameo for Victoria Newman. She's in this episode. Uh, of course, we all know that she's a Gender Swap version of Victor Newman from the boys comics. Got to run this episode at some point this week. Perkmon, what's going on, bro? What's going on? Yeah. Uh, this episode gave a lot of insight, but my question is, was some of it real? That's the real question. That's where I'm really at, because there's certain points in this show where I'm not too, I don't know if what I'm seeing is really correct, and I'm gonna get to that part when I get to it. Uh but so you got Cameron Coleman on here. You know, this is all a play on the Fox News type of thing, but it's the bot news propaganda speaking 101. Of course, Andre and Kate is on here, and they're watching. Andre's watching his dad on film, or well on the stage right now, and she's trying to wonder why they don't talk or anything like that. And he's supposed to be moderating. Polaris is supposed to be moderating between Victoria Newman and Cameron Coleman. But we see what happens here in a second. Uh he starts stumbling over his words and he goes into a seizure. And again, you know, I don't want to play too much of it because I don't want to get the stream stopped. So, of course, if you're seeing this for the first time, I am skipping 10 seconds just so I don't get the stream block for using copyrighted content in the play of fair use, because this is fair use. It's under fair use. All right, so Emma finally comes back. I think Emma's cute. I don't know, it's just me, but I think Emma is so cute to me. So she comes back, and she is, you know, got beer. She's gonna hang with Sam, but she found out Sam gone. Sam gone, kicked it, drinking it. Now, mind you, he was locked up for a long time in the woods. So I think it's his first time kicking it. So his dad is actually having a seizure, and because he uses gravity or the polarity of matter, he can be able to pull matter towards him. His son actually has the same power as him. And the poor nurse was getting EMT worker was getting jacked up this whole episode. You know, you got the Global Wealth Center, a division of Bot Internationals. Of course, they're gonna just send a soup to where a soup could could go to a hospital through Vought, because Vought already knows what's going on with these suits. So he's in there destroying the truck, destroying this poor girl, got her whole ear bleeding. But Andre is making sure to stop with, you know, to counter whatever his dad is doing while his dad is going to shit. I mean, she just get jacked up. Just getting jacked up, and he's just screaming for his father to wake up. We go here, and Emma is looking for Harry. No, I'm sorry. Shoot, Sam. Good God. And she runs excuse me. She runs into the invisible man, which is Maverick. And Maverick was in there with that llama. I don't get what's going on with the llama, but I mean the llama like it, I guess. You know, so he kept asking for Emma. He's like, all right, they're gonna meet us later. Don't worry about it. And they go into this rally with Victoria Newman and Cameron Coleman. Basically, he's going to Fox News drill her on this in this, talk about the incidents that's going on with Soups and how Soups are minorities in here, and how is your presidential your run to be president or vice president, how that's going to actually help you in this situation. And it actually says here, there's a general trivia. They said the Federal Bureau of Superhuman Affairs is a government agency opened by the White House to monitor and investigate soups run by Victoria Newman. Huey, God, I couldn't think of his name. Campbell worked there in the time between the boys' season 2 and season 3 before realized Newman was a soup herself. Because remember, it was Huey that found out. He seen it for herself that she's the head popper. You know what I mean? And she's trying to reinforce the superhuman community, and that they wasn't having it. So again, Marie and Jordan is trying to find, is trying to warn Victoria Newman because they don't know that she's a Sioux. So they're trying to warn Victoria Newman of what's going on with the woods and everything that's happening. And they're trying to find a diversion, how to get there. He was like, okay, I'll cause a diversion. So Jordan socks this now, mind you, this is the same chick Justine that was going after Emma early on in the season that actually put Emma's business out there, how she grows tall and how she shrinks or whatever. She socked her right in her jaw and separated her jaw, but obviously she's a suit, she's a cutie too. She's very cute. So she's like, I got the power to make my jaw come back, clack clack. You know what I mean? So it was all a diversion just to be able to get inside of the rally that they're having. Now, also, there's people filming. It's like, look, they're attacking their own kind. This is exactly the things that if you look at, I'm gonna just use this as an example because they're using this as an example on the show. So just like how Black Lives Matter came out, like Black Lives Matter, but the counter was, all lives matter. And also, well, if all lives matter, I mean, if Black Lives Matter, why are you killing your own kind? That's what they're trying to play on in this episode. That's exactly the rules that they're trying to get out in this episode. And just so you could be able to have an understanding from real world to this fictional world where the similarities are at. So of course, like I said, Sam hasn't been anywhere. So he's over here and he's over here in this rally, and then in the Soup Lives Matter, and then you start hearing raucous chants from the crowd. While Victoria Newman's like, hey, I got some, we could be able to talk about it. Let me discuss my plans. Is what I got going on. And then all hell starts breaking loose. In here, they start rising up, saying Soup Lives Matter. Cameron Coleman, this is gaslighting 101. And that's exactly what they did in this episode was gaslight was gaslight the students to be able to be like, yeah, this is what's going on. They don't care about us. They don't care about the superhero community. And you got all these kids in here that's full of piss and vinegar. So Marie decides, hey, during the distraction, let me go back there and tell Victoria Newman what is going on with the woods. I gotta tell you about what they're doing, the experience that they're having. But Victoria already knew who Marie was, and this is going to be very interesting because this is the first time we're going to get an explanation of Victoria Newman's power. So of course she meets up with Jordan. She was like, hey, look, where is Sam? I need to find Sam immediately. I don't want him to get in trouble. He's a danger. Like, but Sam meets Emma. It was like I was waiting on you. It was like, he was like, I kicked it. I got to drink beer. I went on the ice slide. He ain't done anything. You know what I mean? Because it was locked up in that crazy institution. And now he's starting to believe the propaganda that they're pushing with Soup Lives Matter, which was referenced in last season. I forgot the soup that went in and accidentally killed a black kid, and it ended up instead of H Train being there to be able to condemn him, he started defending him. You know what I mean? So that was coined by him in last season. So Shetty meets up with Kate, right? When Shetty meets up with Kate, I'm think this is okay. This is just me. Kate was like, yo, you know, her demeanor was different. She's off the medication. She was like, you just giving me this stuff to numb me. You're not really taking into consideration my feelings, what I got going on. You know, you made me do all these horrific things, and my friends don't like me. Nobody cares, you know. And why did you do that? So she starts comforting her. She takes off the gloves. She made sure to take off the gloves and told her the truth. She did. She lost her whole entire family. And in this particular scene, she's like, I'm looking at you as a daughter, my new surrogate daughter. Now, this is my question. This is where I'm this is at this point of the video of the show is where I was like, is this real? Like, did she, because her powers are so amplified, is this all in her head to play? Because remember, we found out in last episode that Kate's mom don't like her, don't love her, locked her up, basically put her in the same room that they put the cop in Harlem Nights in the case and in the safe, basically locked her up so nobody doesn't touch her, called her a freak, all this stuff. I wonder, was she trying to find love in Shetty? And she started warping with her mind. Since she's been off the medication, her powers are more amplified. You know what I mean? So she was telling her how much she loved her, and she read her mind, was like, look, you know what I'm saying? You are telling the truth. It was like, look, you're safe with me. And again, this is one scene that I'm looking at, I'm like, dude, is this fact? Is this something that's really going on? You know what I mean? Or is this something that's playing off in Kate's mind and she's basically puppeteering Shetty at this point? Because technically Shetty's in trouble. Shetty's really in trouble because now Mallory knows about the cure. You know what I mean? About the virus that you can give suits to kill them. I don't know. I don't know. But again, Marie and Victoria have a conversation, and she finds out that she knows more about Marie than meets the eye. She knows everything about Marie. She even finds out that that Victoria is a soup, and Victoria actually has the same powers as Marie. They're literally the same person, except you're getting one that mastered her powers, and now you're getting one that's learning her powers. That's why when she blew dude's wang wang off, she didn't know how she blew it off. Well, she used the extent of her powers. So now you know you got a situation where the Victoria can actually use her like Stan Edgar used Victoria. So that's a thread that we got to kind of watch out for. And also, they just renewed it for season 2. So we most definitely got to see, you know, how this is going to transpire going forward with Victoria and Marie. But she already said, look, you know, just think about it like this. The first African American woman in the 7. I could hook up so many things for you. Only if you basically play ball. Don't do nothing. I got this. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to handle everything. You just chill out. And she started talking about Dr. Cador's. I'm like, I got that. You know, just go back and be a student, have a normal life, and I'll take care of everything for you. Don't even trip about it. Don't trip about nothing. So again, they have more in common than they do differences. They have a lot in common. So Andre is with his dad, Polarity, in the hospital. Man, he came a long way from Say the Last Dance. I like, me and this dude the same age, and I'm over here. Let me shut up before I be having a load of gray in my beard next week. I started to get the beard longer again. You know what I mean? I started looking like Gandalf the Grey for real. I be Gandalf the Black. So Jordan and Marie, hurry up and go over to Shetty's because Kate is there. Now you got Emma Jordan and Marie. Let's gonna go talk to Kate. Now, notice this. And to me, this is a clue. I'm gonna full screen this. Look at Kate's eyes. Kate's eyes are bloodshot red. To me, she is in the midst of using her power. This is the same look she had when she was in that dream, when she had all of them in a dream in her mind. I believe that there are in Kate's mind now, and Kate is making them believe that what they're seeing is real because her power again is amplified. Because all of a sudden she starts snapping on her, and that's probably what she wants her friends to see. Oh, you're going off on Shetty. Shetty did this and Shetty did that, you know. And they're telling her like, what's cracking? What's going? What is this? You know what I mean? And the kids in the woods, you already know what you're doing. So again, she's snapping on her. She's showing them that she's telling the truth. I think this is an illusion because if she's dead, then there's no reason. If she's as the illusion that she's dead, then there's no reason for Vought to go after her. She was like Apollonia to me. So she was like, you have to strike first. So that's when she took the knife. Of course, we ain't gonna see it on here because I ain't trying to get in trouble. And yeah, she's starting to see because she was like, she didn't want her to save her. So she's starting to see the same thing, you know, from her mother that she's seen on Victoria Newman. She's begging her not to do this. But because she's already, you know, put in her mind not to use her powers, and the way that she did it was smart. She told her, don't use your do not save her. So that way because if she's in the dream state, well, hell, she doesn't know. You know what I'm saying? She doesn't know that, hey, this is going on if she's in the dream state. Just like last time when they were in the dream state, she didn't know what was going on. Or any of them knew. So we get the scene here with Victoria Newman and Dr. Kadorva. He was like, look, I got this. Let me take care of it. You ain't gonna worry about it. You're in the right hands. You know, he was like, hey, what about pure immunity and all of that? We need to get that done so she can answer her card. And then I can't show it because I don't have a blur out feature. But basically, pop goes the weasel. The weasel go pop. My man over there with his head blown off, and the heads will roll, and that's the end of the episode. When I tell you that this show is so full of twists and turns and surprises, you know, it gets me. I love the writing of this show. I love the way that the flow of the show goes. What makes this show really, really interesting is that it's an extension of The Boys. So you have the comedy, you have the drama, and you have all this badassery, especially when it comes to the fatalities on here. Straight out of Mortal Kombat. I think this shit is awesome. You gotta have fun. If you're not really watching this is your first time, you know, catching this, go watch it. It is good. It keeps you intrigued if you're really into this type of stuff. If you could get past a couple, you know, sexual stuff in here, if you think that's too much, but they said it was going to scale it back, this is the show for you. Make sure you guys are watching this show. This is amazing. Awesome show. I really love this episode. But my question really is, besides, are you ready? Is this in her mind? Did we just see Kate use her powers? I believe so. It's the same look in her eyes that she had when she just wanted to kill herself, you know, or delete herself, excuse me. You know, from the last episode. This is awesome. And Thursday, they drop Thursday. So the only reason why it's hard for me to catch these or do them on the very next day because this Chucky and Loki season 2 all drop at the same time. So, and then we're getting ready to get Invincible, coming up now. You know what I mean? Of course, I'm gonna do a video on Invincible because Invincible is the shit, son. So yeah. Man, you just gotta watch the show. The show is amazing.
Real simple,
amazing.
Back it up. Back that shit up, B.
All right, let's get ready to wrap this thing up. Again, I look out for the invite to the live 5 o'clock $100 giveaway. Make sure you're in there. I'm not gonna be on long because I got to get prepared for the Blurred AF. So make sure you guys are subscribed to the channel. Don't forget to hit the bell notification so you never ever miss one of my videos again. Until next time. And again, before I go, shout out to Herschel accepting my challenge, coming on to the show, squashing everything, and we can keep it moving. All love from this side. Shout out to the Black Comic Lords. Make sure you like, share, subscribe to their channel. And of course to mine. Don't forget to hit the bell notification so you never ever miss one of my videos again. Until next time, I'll holler at you guys later. Peace and vibe higher, y'all. Y'all have a good rest of your day. Where is my outro at? Let's get out of here. Wait a minute. You're telling me the video's over? What? Okay, I guess so. If you have came to this portion of the video, thank you so very much for sticking to the end. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Don't forget to hit that little bell notification so you never miss one of my videos. And if you really want to, you don't got to, go ahead and follow the social media links that's down below. Until next time, I'll let you guys later. Peace and vibe higher, y'all. Y'all take care of yourself.